The city of New York has just opened up 23 homeless shelters all around New York City in secret. And there's a reason for that secret. Now, of course, this article, it didn't investigate why there's a 13% increase in homelessness in the greatest city in the world. It didn't talk about the over 24,000 children who are homeless in New York City. It mainly talked about how the mayor is acting secretively and how people and residents are pissed off that there's now homeless shelters in their residence. Like these people who are just so angry that people who have nowhere else to go are being put up in a government house. Now, of course, the pundits and politicians, including de Blasio, including everybody else in the mainstream media, you Google U.S. economy, and you get articles saying U.S. economy is improving. U.S. economy posts even stronger growth in Q3. U.S. economy picks up speed. First three articles. When you look up news, there's another one talking about how the dollar is advancing. These politicians, these pundits, everything about them is aesthetics. Let's not talk about how the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, how the middle class is being destroyed, how homelessness is on the rise, even in the greatest city in the world, New York City. 13% rise in homelessness this city. At least it's better than what de Blasio is currently doing with the problem. Again, it's all about fixing the problem aesthetically instead of really dealing with the issues. And you see that. Just swipe it away. Put it underneath the rug like it's not happening there. De Blasio continued a program by Mayor Bloomberg when he became mayor of New York City that pretty much sent 1,412 people who were homeless in New York City to a different town, to a different state, to a different country. It's an official program in New York City that taxpayers pay about $500,000 for each year that sends homeless people back to Paris or South Africa. Because obviously when you're homeless in New York City, it's bad for tourism, it's bad for the city, so the NYPD arrests them and the official New York City program sends them away. And again, that's why the homeless shelters are secret. The government is not the answer here. I don't think they ever will be. I don't think there's any solution in asking them to fix the problem. Many cities in the U.S. are actually making it illegal to actually feed the homeless. There's 22 cities in the United States that make it illegal for nonprofits to offer food for homeless people in public spaces. Our great Grinch and savior, Michael Shortman Bloomberg, man who had me arrested for asking him a question, that's a whole nother story. He's the one who made it illegal here in New York City. You know, just the richest, one of the richest billionaires in the world makes it illegal for people to give out food to the homeless. It's like we're living in a movie. It's insane. And the state is not the answer because there's so many different things, whether it's feeding the homeless or even providing free medical care. The city always stands in the way of its bureaucracy. It is always going to get fed. It is always going to try to find an answer to the problem. But it seems to be causing a lot more problems. Just this week, a nonprofit organization said that they wanted to give 7,000 people in New York City who didn't have health care, 7,000 people, they wanted to give them free dental work. They wanted to give them eyeglasses. They volunteered, they raised millions of dollars. They were coming to New York City, and they were going to help people in New York City get proper medical coverage for free. This was a volunteer organization of doctors coming here to New York City to help people. What did the New York State Department of Health say? Well, even though you're licensed and recognized by federal licenses, you're going to have an official New York State licensed medical organization partner with you and take liability for it. And if you don't do that, you can't treat people. You can't give 7,000 people in New York City free medical coverage. And yet again, this is an initiative by private people saying we want to put our money into helping people, and the government is standing in their way. No, you can't feed homeless people. No, you can't give proper medical coverage for free, even though if you choose to voluntarily to help people. No, no, no. We're going to send these homeless people away so they don't make the city look dirty, and we're going to secretly build up homeless shelters and not tell anybody else about it. There's a war on against the average people. There's a facade. There's the illusion of recovery. But in reality, all we're getting is lies, manipulation, and used and abused by the very people who are causing this problem. If you found this video insightful, click the like button, subscribe. We're going to have a lot more breaking news coming your way on WeAreChange.org. Thank you again so much for watching.